than Swami fashion. Remember how Joe Louis used to train and then come down to talk to writers in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey, with the towel over his head in that same way? Sonny Liston, too, for that matter. That's Joe Frazier. They spent a lot of time taping Joe's ankles in the dressing room. You're looking at Ali again, and Joe. Joe, of course, terribly grim man where Ali is concerned. It showed in his preparation in the last fight and again in this one. That skirmish those weeks ago that you read so much about, that was real as far as Joe Frazier was concerned. He feels that through the years, Ali has given him needless verbal abuse. And a prideful man Joe Frazier is, he never did take to it kindly. You're looking back in Ali, and as we await the introduction of the fighters, quickly let me cover the rules for you. We will, of course, have the mandatory 8 count. 3 knockdowns within a round, the fight is over. This is not a championship fight, it's a scheduled 12-rounder. They have not waived the 3 knockdown rule. There will be no saving by the bell. Scoring will be on a per-round system with a supplemental point system in the event of a tie based upon the round scoring. The referee will be a relatively young man, Tony Perez. He is, I think, an outstanding referee. In his first very big fight, Ellis Frazier, which this reporter worked, Perez showed an absolute ability to command the fighters. You're looking at young Tony now, always maintaining what a referee must maintain above all else. Perfect position to see that no undue harm is done, that no low blows go unheeded, and all of the rest. Perez has the youth, the swiftness, the know-how, and the strength to execute his job. The judges, 2 veteran judges, Tony Castellano and Jack Gordon. Now the ring announcer, Joe Boston.
Take a seat. This is the headline event on this evening's boxing program from Madison Square Garden in New York. The distance is 12 rounds. The principals in this headline event for the evening, coming from Philadelphia at 209 pounds even. He's wearing white trunks, former world's heavyweight champion, Smokin' Joe Frazier.
The introduction of Joe, who now gets a chorus of cheers with an admixture of vocal disapproval.
And Louisville, Kentucky, at 212 pounds. He's wearing white trunks also. Wearing white trunks, former world's heavyweight champion also, Mr. Muhammad Ali.
We'll be back for the start of the fight in a moment. Bell for round 1, the action begins. Frazier's task to stay all over Ali. Don't give Ali jabbing room. Ali's task to stay away. Use his most effective blow, the left jab. If there's any punch in Ali left, it would be in the left hook. The right hand, as you all know, is suspect. It's been damaged again and again and again, and there is an apparent bursitis between the knuckles. At the same time, as Frazier follows Ali, he must be careful not to do what he did in the first fight, move the right foot ahead of the left. He must angle his approach as he's doing now, lagging the right leg to give Ali only a slanting shot at the Frazier face. Watch these things closely as the fight develops.
Stop on it down. Stop on it down.
Ali pulling the shuffle in the first round, and he said he'd be doing no clowning. Ali dancing, circling in the main steadily to the left and using the left jab whenever he can.
Stop on it down.
Look at Joe. He is lagging the right leg, which is a change of style for him. That enables him to cut off the ring on Ali.
You're looking good, baby. Tough. Stay mean. Between the elbows. Between the elbows.
Ali has also said in his pre-fight propaganda that he will not allow himself to languish against the ropes as he did in the first fight. We have a minute to go in round 1. Joe working on the body and getting in a left to the body directly above us. Ali with 2 quick ones to the head, the left and the right in combination, and another left.
On a down count. Between the elbows.
Note that the continual pursuer is Frazier,
Okay,
which was the case in the first fight. Ali again with a quick combination. It was a right lead and then the left. So he did use the right. 10 seconds left in the round. The bell for round 2. Both fighters in white trunks. You know them each. You don't need any more identification, though, for any neophytes who might be watching, as Frazier comes right at Ali, trying to do damage immediately. Ali's black trim goes up to the black belt.
Between the elbows. Between the elbows. Cut him under, champ. Cut him under, champ.
Ali using that left jab, as he did in the first fight, the very tactic Frazier had to be sure to expect.
You got the stick to keep it. You got the stick to keep the distance.
The crowd yells when Joe lands a left hook, and he got in a good one to the belly. Crowd remembers the damage Frazier did in the last fight with that left hook, hitting Muhammad often to the stomach and wearing him down. Ali has been dancing throughout this fight, on his toes steadily. Dancing is one thing. Movement is another. You can't dance for 12 or 15 rounds, as Ali says. There's no way. Clever movement is what you need.
Stick him and cut him up.
Ali covering up while Joe flails away, and Ali got in a good right to the head. But the crowd is now, at least those around us, calling for Joe because he continues to pursue and to be the aggressor in the battle. We've got a minute left to go in round 2. It's round 2.
Come on, Joe.
Referee Perez separates the fighters. Ali continues to move, as you can see. Joe coming at him. Much the same as in the early rounds of the first fight. And that was a good right. Joe was staggered there. Joe's backing off for the first time in the fight. He was hurt by that right of Ali's. Referee Tony Perez separates the fighter, calls for the end of the round, but I didn't hear a bell. Bertie Pacheco takes out Muhammad Ali's mouthpiece, and now referee Perez calls them back to finish the round. A confusing incident, but that's the way it is. The bell for round 2. As you can see, Ali without his mouthpiece. He got in a good right near the end of that round, just before Tony Perez made the mistake. Now in slow motion, Watch in the early part of the round, Frazier connect with a real good left, and Ali will follow with a good right. Watch closely. There's the left. Now, Ali right back with the right as Frazier dropped his left after delivering it. Now this is close to the end of the round. And watch for the right that I talked about that backed Frazier off and indeed staggered. Ali sets it up with the two left jabs, and there's the right connecting cleanly. Now watch closely. Joe Frazier backing off for the first time in the fight. He was hurt, no question about it.